Stop hitting daddy. Stop hitting daddy.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And at the helm for them, the perennial MVP contender, Fireball Zone, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. He's looking for his back to Jahmyr Gibbs there. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Throwing on 2nd. Allen finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. And it is 1st down Detroit.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And give him 9 on that run. They've got 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another one for Gibbs. He's hauled down just beyond the line, but that's all they needed. Just a single yard for that first down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Allen on the play action. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Allen setting up play action. That's to Laporta again. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Catch made. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Gibbs scores! Touchdown, Detroit! So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Eagles nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. And here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the 7th-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Burrow to the air now. Got a man. That's Nakua. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down. We're to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at first down here. Off the play fake, Burrow. And Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Aiden Hutchinson. And that backs them up now into a 2nd and 18.
I just love these little back and forth early in a game. Offensively, you want completions like they just got. You want to get in a rhythm. And then defensively, you want to disrupt it with sacks and negative plays. Well done.
On second down, Burrow. Taken in by Smith. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Time coverage from the Lions. Third down. Burrow. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 43. They run it with Saquon Barkley. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And they answer in kind. We're tied 7-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Lions offense headed back out, Brock. So let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. He's in his first year here with the Lions, but fourth straight as an offensive coordinator in the NFC. He ran the Cardinals offense the last 3 seasons. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now Allen off the play action. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to have them a 1st down. It was close for a moment when he caught it, but he knew what he needed to do after he did so.
It's a gain of 6.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
We've set it downs from 37. Allen. Look at that power. Deep left side. He brings it in one-handed. Wow! He will go. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by them.
Bates now for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Eagles 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Burrow back to throw. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Allen to throw. He's got Chase on the outside. And they're going to force him out after almost no damage at all. Might have gotten a couple of yards at best on that 1st down play.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd down throw for Allen. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that 1st down too. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throws caught. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamar Chase, a 17-yard score. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Bates now for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
21, Eagles 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing is Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Burrow setting to throw. Completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that sets up an Eagles first down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Lions going to the dime look here on third down. 6 DBs out there. Now Burrow. A throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down. So even with the nice gain there, partner, dug themselves quite a hole that they haven't gotten out of yet. It's fourth down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Escapes a defender. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Lions and Ja'Marr Chase about to take over on offense once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
First and 10 from the 32. Drive begins with Gibbs. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to give the Lions the first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Now Allen. Hits him on the in route. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. They motion the tight end over. Throwing on second, Allen. Big strike here to Williams. He'll see himself out with a gain of 28. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line. Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Allen looking to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's not going to be able to get them the first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They go to Barkley again. He's hauled down after just a couple of yards, but enough. Importantly enough, they get that first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. On the keeper, it's Burrow. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. Working on second down. Burrow. That's over the middle and money to Nacua. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down from the 42. Going play action here. Burrow. Nacua's got it again. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Burrow to the air now. Throw right side, caught by Smith. Defense gets there after a gain of 5, and that is good for an Eagles first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Cameron Hayward. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Burrow on second down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Burrow. No place to go here, and they plant him back at the 37. That's Hayward. He got to him again. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he gets home. Touchdown, Philadelphia. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And that cuts the lead to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Greg Dortch.
The Lions and quarterback Josh Allen are ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. That throw finds Conklin. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Allen. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on 2nd down. Now only a yard to go here on 3rd.
13, but it's 3rd down.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. They put a receiver in motion right. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. All right, so there's the stuff they needed, Brock. Got him behind the line, and their offense should get another chance with the football here.
Loss of 3 yards brings up 4th down.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles down by 7. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll send a receiver left. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Smith-Njigba over the middle. A good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's first and 10. Here he is to throw. To the outside and caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Back to throw. They stop him after about a 5-yard gain. That is good enough for a fresh set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Trying to push deep downfield. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have a defensive penalty on the final play. So an untimed down coming up. Here he goes, one final shot. And that is incomplete. They got the look they needed, but no luck. This game's over. So the Lions get the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Like the lighthouse keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of the lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding that fog bell and signaling it is time for football in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots.
And now, your defending AFC champion, New England Patriots.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running from Gillette. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Play action now, Allen. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Allen on the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls.
The throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just one of those plays on an opening drive, Kate, where on one side it's demoralizing. Defensively, rally, go make that tackle. But offensively, it just infuses you with so much confidence, knowing if you can just put the ball in your guys' hands, they can make a difference after the catch.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Achane. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Throwing on 2nd. Allen. Oh, he's in trouble, but he's not going to get away. Brought down at the 12. And is Demetrius Knight. And it's going to be a loss of 7 and brings up an even tougher now 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down before he can even get to the marker. So now it's going to be 4th down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Borregales connects, and they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over at LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Man in motion here. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to be good for Bengals first down.
That is not easy to do in this league. Consecutive, chunk, explosive plays through the air. This defense is reeling. They're on their heels.
First down now, ball at the 33. Gibbs now from the gun. He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that's going to give Cincinnati the first. Partner, I know we don't see this as much in this sports, but in the other one I call basketball, this feels like the perfect time to use a timeout because this defense is getting worked the last couple of plays.
Yeah, somehow, some way, you've got to interrupt this momentum. You've got to respond and stop the bleeding. Somebody on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
The left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And now Burrow. Sheds up. And the rusher's going to win this rep. They get to him. Micah Parsons. And now this offense has a lot of ground to make up here on second and goal.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. Here's Burrow. Went right, and that's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Second down carry for Achane. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
They send Nacua in motion left. Throw here, third down. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Bengals headed back out there offensively, Brock. So let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher, who's helping oversee this group. Pitcher's in his third season now as the Bengals coordinator and has been with the team as an offensive assistant since back in 2016. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Space on the right, he's got room. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. Touchdown,
Wow,
Cincinnati.
just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump ahead by 4.
Bengals 7, Patriots 3.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Jukes away from one. This makes it up to the 25. Patriot offense headed back out as we take a look at offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. McDaniels, of course, a fixture here with the Pats as a coordinator. This is his 3rd stint, 15th total year in that role. He's won 6 Super Bowls with the franchise and nearly got a 7th last season in his first year back with them. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw now, Allen. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Allen setting up to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down, so called about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Achane again. They'll have him gain up a handful there. Stop made by Barrett Carter.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Allen. He's got Smith-Njigba for the catch. He's going to hit the sideline. Out of bounds he goes. Gain of about 6 before it. And it's going to be 1st down New England.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Allen to throw. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
To the air on 3rd and long. Dumps it off to Achane. And in the end, no danger of them actually reaching the marker. He's hauled down well short after a gain of 7. It is 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Baringer to do the honors again. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. After making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Throwing is Burrow. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner, making that play against double coverage. It's 2nd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
In motion, the slot man right. The second down throw from Burrow. Finds his man over the middle. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Third and short, it's Burrow. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. Escorted out of bounds after picking up about 3. And it'll be first down Bengals.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Burrow setting to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Working on second down. Burrow. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Trying to get that one to Brock Bowers. So they're left facing third and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal from the right hash. This is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hanson. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Borregales on to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And through 2 quarters, Brock, it has been the defenses directing the pace of this game. Both offenses, gotta expect, got the same message during halftime. Switch things up, guys. Switch it up.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant message. It's such a dichotomy sometimes in that locker room at halftime, especially when one side of the ball is doing their job and you're not. These offenses got to get it going.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Again to Gibbs to start the third. He dodged the tackle, and the stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Off the play fake, Burrow. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Burrow on second down. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
This defense, they had a play, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. And motion him out of the backfield left. Third and long. They're going to throw. And no luck. That's incomplete. And that means it is fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. The Patriots and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Allen. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Putting a receiver in motion. It's Achane on the inside give. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
They'll air it out on third. And he's caught. He's got Brown. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Here's Allen. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Achane to the right. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Keeping it himself to begin this series. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big plays, especially at the NFL level. So we need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The New England offense running out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Start this drive with Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. A tight end in motion now. Throwing on 2nd. Allen. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they've got a first down. Giving a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen setting up 1st and 10. And he's up to 9 of 15 passing after that last completion. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds his fullback. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Achane up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Allen. Now he takes it.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to get it with the option here. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Punting unit out now. They could really use a good one here. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say clear the sideline over top the 14. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Motion man sent left. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling their running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Another one for Gibbs. And he did his part, partner. Down to 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Burrow. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Starts the return at the 34. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They kick the running back in motion. They run, it's Achane. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots losing by 7. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Allen looking to throw. Got a man, that's Nacua. Disaster averted, thank goodness. He covers it up himself, but time's still running off here. They gotta go.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as you can. Ball kick.
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Offense is set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
That incompletion does one thing, Kick, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath really on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rushed.
Only 90 seconds remaining, partner. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. And this is going to hit the ground incomplete. Looking for that same man. Defense was ready for him with that hit. 3rd down coming up.
Obviously not a tough call to make here. It is 4-down territory from here on out. The tough thing is to find a play you could execute in this moment.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that gives the Patriots a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. He'll look to throw it. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be driven across that sideline, picking up close to 5 on the play. It's 2nd down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd. Here's Allen. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Now they send their back in motion right. Now to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And it gets on the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe a little bit easier now, at least for the moment. The try is up and good, and they have found a way to tie it late here in the 4th quarter. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down. Well, this defensive battle just continues, Brock. They have set the tempo, been the dominant factions in this game, and that's only growing with every incompletion.
Kate, the results have been the same, but these are a couple different game plans, right? By these two different defenses, but both of them smothering and suffocating.
Burrow on 2nd down. And he's not going to escape this one. They take him down late in this ballgame. Raymond Jones. And now they're going to need some help. This is a 3rd and 18.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Might be time for 2 plays if they're quick here. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. From the jaws of defeat, they snatched this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Defense gets to him, makes the stop, but not before he gets 13 on that carry. That's enough for a 1st down.
One thing I just marvel at about the QB of this era, Kate, is just how good they are in these situations, these zone reads. Their ball handling, the play action, the movement, and then the explosiveness to go get a big run off of it. That is just awesome.
Higgins, the man in motion right. Burrow back to throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. Gets it to the 15. And he's in a huge touchdown to begin overtime. And they're in the driver's seat.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now for the extra point and a 7-point lead to defend here in overtime. This is good, and that's a big one, Brock. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in OT.
Patriots 10.
All right, gonna need to go touchdown for touchdown here. This game is over as this kicks away. Return starts at the 3. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Patriots running their offense out there. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his number one premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yep.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's his turn in overtime. Finds a seam down the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play in the biggest moment of the game. 33 yards.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Now send their tight end right. Allen. Here's Henry again. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's 16 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
There has been a constant to tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez, Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
Now Allen. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. Jeffrey Simmons. And that will make it 2nd down now and 16 to go.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's in. They get the touchdown. So now Brock, the call of the game. You go for the tie, you play for the win. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now for the point after to keep this one going. And he's able to knock it through. So here in overtime, it is next score wins.
At 17.
Next score is going to be the one, Brock, that ends this game. All right, we're set and back underway. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Or the pass now on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game has not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing now. That one's caught by Jefferson. Free inside the 30. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. And before snap comes, there's the official signal for a timeout. Defense taking the opportunity to try and ice him and try to give this crowd one more chance to make an impact, provide some noise before this attempt. And now the entire game rests on his next kick. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3. And his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners. As with that, we'll sign off from New England.